Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. I'm Jenny Montgomery, and welcome to another half hour of information to help you make the most of your time, to make informed decisions, and to keep up with goings-on around Greater Augusta. We are catching up with an old friend today. Former WJBF reporter and anchor Archit Seshadri just got some international attention for not knowing Beyonce. I'm joking, for being on the $100,000 pyramid. And I'll show you that Beyonce clip in a little while. But first, we're looking forward to a fun evening with the Augusta Mini Theater and its 9th annual Sunshine's Roast and Toast. And yours truly is getting roasted that night. Tyrone Butler will give you all the details ahead. First, though, we begin with a local favorite, Johnny Hensley, whose band, Johnny Hensley and the Red Hots, will present their final reunion concert later this month at the Imperial Theater, where Johnny made his debut 60 years ago. The concert will benefit Natalie's Light, a group that raises awareness about teen suicide.
This epidemic of suicide and depression and anxiety that's going on in our country, it's preventable. And it is time that we erase the stigma, bring it up to your church groups and things, and to be open in your schools. We need somebody to recognize this and to ask for promoting awareness for depression and anxiety and suicide.
Dr. Leslie Lassoon founded Natalie's Light, naming the organization after her daughter died by suicide 3.5 years ago. And I'm so pleased today to have Johnny Hensley and Dr. Leslie Lassoon with me here in the studio. Well, Johnny, we're going to start first with you. You are billing this as the final reunion tour with the Red Hots, and folks can look forward to lots of hit songs from the 50s and 60s.
Yes, they can. First of all, I've got to say you are as lovely in person as you are on television.
Well, you are
That
too
is
kind.
wonderful.
Thank you.
You know,
very
it
much.
was 60 years ago. Oh, I'm getting old. When I first set foot on the stage at the Imperial Theater at the ripe old age of 15.
Wow.
And every Saturday morning we would perform there as a teenage band for 800 teenagers screaming and hollering. And I was hooked right from the start. And you know who our MC was for that radio, did a radio show every Saturday morning, was Jim Davis. The anchor
Really?
here.
Okay.
But it was wonderful. And the band went on to perform with a lot of different names throughout the years. But the band disbanded a long time ago, but we put the band back together 25 years ago. Every 5 years, we would do a reunion concert for children's charities. We were one of the founding sponsors for Press On, for juvenile diabetes, and we've raised tens of thousands of dollars
Isn't
for
that
children.
wonderful?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a great feeling. And but we've raised a lot of money for very worthy causes, and not one penny on that of my guys went to us.
Johnny, you have had quite a fun history with the Red Hots, as you were talking about. I want you to look at some video, these old photographs. Look at that. It was Conway Twitty. Y'all were warming up for Conway Twitty. Now, who is that?
That's Jackie Wilson, the
And
king of
this
soul.
was the band?
Yep, that was the band back in the day. And
Oh,
that was
this
another.
gotta love that.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Those bow ties.
And that's Stepping Wolf on the right. That's JJ, Jimmy Walker from Happy Days. That's Jerry Van Dyke, the Rowan and Martin's Laugh In. And that was at the concert before last.
That was Jerry Van Dyke, you said?
Yep,
with,
absolutely.
Okay, and the other Rowan and Martin?
Yeah,
they had a
Rowan
show
and
called
Martin's
Laugh In.
That's right.
Okay, gotcha. A lot of fun memories
Yes,
for you.
it is.
For
Yes,
sure.
it is. But you know, Jenny, we a year ago we decided that we were going to do one last concert. This will be the summary of 60 years of rock and roll, and I kept hearing about a charity called Natalie's Light. And when I found out more about it, it so touched my heart that my decision was made at
Right
that
then.
point. You know, right now suicide is so rampant in our society, and you know, I felt something's got to be done. You know, there's a stigma still attached to it, and so we had this opportunity to connect with them and get involved with Natalie's Light, and it was the best decision I've ever made.
And your mission of your whole group is to prevent suicide through awareness, and you, of course, know this firsthand through your daughter.
That's right, Jenny. There were so many red flags leading up to this unfortunate, unexplainable situation with the loss of my daughter, Natalie, to suicide. And what I am here for is to make sure that every family understands, knows, and learns the signs of someone at risk so that they don't have to go through the nightmare that we went through by losing our precious daughter to suicide.
Absolutely. And one of the things that you are also very much concerned about is making sure that you help people connect with the resources that can help them.
That's right, yes. We bring people together with resources. We help folks have a conversation with somebody who they feel is at risk, and we help them have that conversation and get them resources where they can get help for this person and get them stabilized.
And you know, the time of life that I think a lot of people look back on is so precious. That's 18 to 24 years, 18 to 34, all of that. That's a real vulnerable time for suicide.
It is, and in 2017, between the ages of 15 and 34, the #1 cause of death now is suicide. So we have to do something about it. This is nationwide. It's actually a global epidemic.
Yeah.
And we want to make our community safer. We want to make a community that cares.
Well, I'm so glad that we were able to talk to you about this today. And Johnny, your concert, we want to show you one more time the date for the show that's coming up. Saturday, July 28th, Johnny Hensley and the Red Hots will present their final reunion concert at the Imperial Theater at 8 o'clock. Johnny, you're going to have vintage old cars and shaggers from the CSRA Shag Club. They'll be out there on the street.
On the sidewalk,
It's going to be a lot of fun. And I would just say, get your tickets now because they are selling fast.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you both for being here.
Jenny, thank you. And Johnny, thank you.
Thank you, Leslie.
Still ahead on Jenny, a fun night of